Hi, this is Heyday Tinker Terry. Welcome to my video. Now, where is Rose? I mean, of all times, when I really need someone to talk to, wouldn't you know she's not at home? But I know where she is. She's working. Poor thing, she's working her tail off somewhere on the farm. I wonder where she is. Hmm. Rose, where are you? Well, we'll come back to Rose in a few minutes, and I'll start doing. Oh, there she is. There's Rosie. Hi, Rosie. How you doing? I see there's a couple chickens not fed, but well, anyway, I'm not going to bother you about that right now. I know we don't do things the same way, and well, I'll let that go for now. But anyway, thank you, Rose, for helping me on my farm, and I'd like to thank your husband, Ernest, too. I have been fairly busy lately, so I really do appreciate your help. So thank you. Maybe I can help you a little bit, get some feed going. Here, let's see. I'm out of a lot of these. No, I'll leave the space open though. I know you'll wait for one. Okay. Alrighty. Get some bread going here. Or cornbread anyway. So, and there's Ernest hiding behind the tree. Let's see what I'm having Ernest make. I've been make 55 creams, 35 butters, 30 cheeses, and I'm kind of doing the goat cheese by myself and the syrup. I am having him make about 10 of each of the different sugars, the brown sugar and the white sugar. And currently in stock, well, he has some creams. He has a ways to go too. No regular cheese or butter made at all. Well, I think I did have, yeah, he's waiting for me on that. So, see, that's where we get conflicted, I guess. You could say, we don't always have the same farming methods. But I'm willing to give them, since they were free, they offered to work for free. I decided to give them a chance to, for us to try to work it out. Let's just put it that way, to try to work it out. And see if Rose has left me enough eggs. Yes, I have plenty of eggs. So I'll make some noodles. And I've already fed my animals, well, except for the hungry donkeys. Oh, that really bothers me when my chickens aren't fed. But, oh well, like I said, I'm going to give Rose and Ernest a try. I am going to feed a few of the cows. And since I'm doing the goats, I guess I'm behind on that. Okay, I don't know where to start with this. I shouldn't even be on this game right now. Should be sound asleep in my bed. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. But we had an incident not very far from here, probably 5 or 6 miles away, as the bird flies, or the crow flies, however that's worded. It happened tonight. I don't know how many of you know that I live in California in the U.S. and I live in Santa Cruz County, and the next county over is not very far, and that's what I was saying. It's about crow fly 5 or 6 miles away. It's where we do all our major shopping. Like, we don't even have a Walmart here, so we have to go there to do things like shop at Walmart or a lot of the bigger stores. And a terrible, terrible tragedy happened there just a few short hours ago. Um, we had a mass shooting, another one of those terrible mass shootings that we're getting so many of in the United States lately. It's in a town called Gilroy. I don't know if you might have heard it on the news if you've been watching the news. Happened earlier this evening. A little town called Gilroy in California. And they were having our annual yearly Gilroy Garlic Festival, as Gilroy is known as the garlic capital of the world. And never a bit of problems in a place like that. And, you wouldn't, the least place you would ever expect to have a mass shooting, where we don't know everything yet, but there's been said to be 4 fatalities, some still in critical condition, and 16 wounded in, like I said, various conditions. We don't know a lot because it hasn't been that long since it happened, and the police are still treating it as a crime scene because they're not sure if another person's still involved, still might be out there. They believe there is, whether they were the actual shooter or or one of the actual shooters, or whether they just helped the shooter. The shooter was shot and killed within a minute of his shooting off a semi-automatic rifle and killing and wounding all these people. But I can only imagine how many more would have been killed and wounded if it wasn't for the Gilroy police shooting this man within 1 minute of the time he started firing. I tell you, that could have been an even worse ordeal than it already was. But anyway, the Garlic Festival is something that my family, friends, relatives look forward to every year. That's something, that's been a tradition in our family as far back as I can remember. And most people that live around here, we look forward to it. And to hear something like that happen basically in your own backyard is just so traumatic. So traumatic. It's traumatic anywhere, but in your own backyard, I just can't fathom it. So I apologize for talking about it on Heyday, but Heyday's like a family, and I feel like you guys are part of my family. And if I can't talk to you guys, then who can I talk to? And like I said, I'm still waiting to hear about a lot of family members, a lot of, people that I know that go and have went. Actually, my daughter and my grandchildren, one of my daughters had gone to the Garlic Festival, and thank goodness, thank the Lord, they left before the shooting happened. And I think that's, also part of the reason why I'm just so emotionally drained right now. I just can't put it into words. But anyway, okay, we're having a event. It's the wheel expansion. Well, it's spin the wheel for expansion permit, spin the wheel. And so there's a chance to find at least one expansion permit. So there might be more. So let's give that well, first let's spin. Oh, well, we are spinning the wheel. I'm sorry. I tell you, the shooting has just really got me off kilter. So I'm sorry. But anyway, let's spin. Let's see, there's the wheel, or the down there. Okay, you can't see it because it's not going to make you, it's not going to highlight it. Well, that was a good thing. We got a jackpot. Spin again. Come on. Come on, permit. Give me a permit. Oh, so close. Well, I can use that. I'm going to spin it again. Again, I don't like to use diamonds for things, but I did the boats. And I pulled boats. Whoa. Gosh, that's too bad it wasn't too, well, it did count as a jackpot, so let's try. Come on, permit. No. One more try. Come on. No. It's so close. All right, one more. I get trapped in this every time. I'm not even getting one permit. No, I got a permit. Yay, I got a permit. Okay, I'm stopping because that's usually the best I can do. So I got the 5 boat permits, and 9, 10, well, let's go to this side. I got the 5, and then the 6. I need one more, and I do have that in my bingo, which let's go to right now and see. Okay, we did not do well in the Derby this week. We got the 3 bingos, but we did not do well. We usually place, do this here, we usually place, somewhere in the top 3. And lately, at least second place, sometimes first. But during the Derby, because we had some participants that did not want to play in the bingo Derby, they were just doing their own thing, and we made it clear before the Derby started, if they didn't want to play the Derby, then they should opt out. If they don't want to play the bingo Derby, opt out. Well, they didn't, and they just did their own thing. Plus, they had been doing some other things that we didn't feel was right. They were giving sufficient notice. So we hated to do it, but during, the beginning couple days of the Derby, we had to boot them out of the neighborhood, and we weren't happy to do that, but we did it. And also, one of our players is in the last few days of her pregnancy, and she has the 7th place. Not good. We never end up there, but I guess too, and a lot of people were trying because of the bingo. But yeah, one girl is going to have a baby any day now, and I guess some things came up for her, so she didn't get a chance to do all her tasks. But we also, because we were 3 players shy, we also didn't get our last horseshoe. But anyway, we're happy. We got at least the bingo, and the toms I am going to take because I really like the short, like 13-hour toms, so that way I can play them when I'm up. Don't have to set my alarm to get up all night, which I tend to do. So I'm going to click on that one, and this is a 13-hour. I'll click on that one. Could really use the bolts, but I'm not going to do it. Don't need the sugar. I could use the cheese. No, I don't need those faster lures. I have plenty. Heavier fish. I would take it, but I don't know. Well, we'll see, because it is good for the Derby. And 2, I don't have room for all these, and so I'm just going to go for the bolts. And I'm going to spin, try to get one more permit. Well, I'll change it for the other cheese. Take the bolt. Oh, come on. I don't know if it's going to give it to me. don't want to go for too many. We'll take the decals. Well, those are pretty good decals this time. Let me spin again. Hey, I did it. Yeah, I can do without the bells for now. Okay. Well, that looks good to me. I do wish we had that last row of horseshoes, but I'm not going to dwell on it. I think we'll do much better off with the players we have, and it would be nice to get some new players. Not newer, I'm sorry. The players we have are great, the ones we have now. We just would love to have some new players in our hood. And if you'd like, you could join us. We would be happy to join, for you to join. Okay, let me, oops, I almost clicked reshuffle. Claim my prizes. Okay. See what the next derby. Oh, Blossom Derby. Well, not one of my favorites, but I guess we'll do it. Okay, what was I was going to go over here to show you our hood, Sanders Yard. And if you're active, chatty, helpful, and you do the 9 to 18 tasks without being reminded, we will be happy to have you join us. And the tag number is GQOQROP. And again, that is GQOQROP. And Phoebe, I'd like to say I'm sorry for for doing the derby ahead of time, but it's part of my gameplay, and I'm up and I can't sleep because of the ordeal of the shooting, terrible shooting that went on at the Garlic Festival. So please forgive me this time. Ordinarily I wouldn't do the derby results until after you had done yours, so please forgive me. But anyway, I just really need something to keep my mind occupied. And like with music, I listen to that to help soothe me for a while. But Heyday also soothes me, so that's why I'm here, I suppose. Well, not I suppose. I couldn't sleep, so I did go to the boosters. I wanted to save that for a video, but I was too impatient. Let's see who's on there. Okay, so I did go to the boosters. Oh, they're not going to show it to me until I accept the toms. Okay, swap. Okay, let me show you before I do this what I have gotten from. I'm not really happy with them. I didn't get as many toms, time off toms, as I would have liked, and especially the XP booster ones. I would have loved those more. It's not telling you what they do, so I don't know. I really didn't need the Ernest and Roses, but I don't know, I may continue to use them, but I'm going to trade one of the toms for that. And let's see about the other tom. Now see, I can use I've already had the ones for the 5-star for the tomato, strawberries, and potatoes, which I probably will use at some point. And I have some heavier fish, but those again are good for the derby. And I think that's a faster. Okay, these are the faster lures, so that's the faster fish time, and I can also use those for the derby. Okay. And the machines, that's not one of my favorite ones, but it's an okay one. I have a 2 crate fill of the boats. I did use a 3 crate fill that I did get, which I was happy to get at the time because I was able to have my boat crates filled during the permit boats, and that was a big help. And also, I want to keep this booster for the lower crops that the sun task usually call for, and that will be help. I don't need the coins. I have plenty of coins and I make them fast enough. So, but I will hold on to it. Now these, I don't care for the uh, ones where it gives you 3 of the mining tools. I really don't need that, so I am going to swap for that one. I guess I'm glad to have some of these that I could use to swap with, but still. Okay, the heavier fish, swap. Let's see, what might I want to, I think I'm going to swap that for the town buildings because I have all my town things open and the speeds are pretty quickly on these buildings. So I think I'm going to swap the heavier fish for that. Okay, got that taken care of. Let's see what else can we do real quick. I'm going to put some more cheese, goat cheeses in here because I do need those since Ernest isn't making those. Okay, I am not gonna be tempted to spin, but I could open, I think, yes, I could open that, but since I really want this plot open, so I only have one more to go. Of course, that's tempting to try the wheel, but no, I'm not going to. I used a lot of diamonds in trying to get the triple bingo, and I should have not have done that. Tearing down tags, bringing up new ones, and yes, it got us a triple bingo faster, but we probably would have made it anyway, even if if it had taken us a little longer. I'm sure we would have made it. So I learned a lesson that I just need to have more patience when it comes to something like that. So anyway, darn, well, I do have a few milks. See, this is where Rose and I are conflicting because I do not like to come on the game and not have enough feed. This is my boat. Yes, I can do this one. Hey, I reached my halfway threshold. Thank goodness. It's not taking too long this time. So that is good. But I did use that XP booster this weekend, so that was a help. Okay, let's see what we have coming next. Well, I could probably do some butters, ask for a little bit of help on the butters. I have the pancakes and likely the chaps. Yes. Make a few more things here, finish those out. One more of those. Okay, I've been trying to catch up on my corn. I could have bought it out of the paper, but I saved myself some coins. Alright, I think I'm probably just about finished here. I might make a few more. I've had a lot of these that I've made. I'm pretty well stocked up, so that's good. It's good to get, well, I mean, I don't mind being ahead on drinks and things, but anyway, I think I know a very important thing that I forgot to mention. Guess my head's still in another place, wrapped around that darn, oh gosh, garlic festival shooting. But I tend to leave the items that Ernest and Maggie leave for me. I don't know why. They're working for me, but they're giving me gifts. I haven't quite figured that one out, but since they're leaving me the gifts, I guess it's a thank you for working because they're so bored sitting up there. I know I talk to Rose all the time, and she tells me how bored uh, that she is, and especially Ernest. So I just felt a little bad for him and put him to work. But anyway, I leave the prizes up there until I need them, so that way it frees up space in my barn. And the same in the town, between the town and the sanctuary animals, I tend to leave at least a couple rows of tools there for the same reason. Yeah, I'm finally catching up on these. I have no idea when the new valley is going to start. When I find out, if I find out before you, I'll let you know. If you find out before me, um, please leave me a comment or write me on Facebook or anything. I'd be happy to know, and I would share your knowledge with others. But anyway, what I wanted to bring up, and I kept putting off, was the Name That Cat contest is just about at the end. So if you wouldn't mind, let me get the time and date here. I don't want to get it wrong here. The deadline for putting in a name or names for my blue and white female parakeet will be on July 31st at 12 midnight a.m. Pacific time. Again, that's July 31st at 12 a.m. Pacific time in the United States. And that way I won't have to worry about any new names being placed, and that I'll have a chance to just focus on the ones that I already have, and that will give me, I'll either later that day or possibly the next day, which would be July 1st, and I apologize for the wait, but I really want to get the name right, and so I hope you can understand if it isn't until, August 1st, that I would choose a name. But it still might be sometime late July 31st. So anyway, please leave the name or names that you may have for my female parakeet, and I would be really grateful, because I'm sure she is tired of being called Bird or Birdie. And Sonny, I'm sure it's like he's going to be confused for a while when I do start calling her a different name, but I don't think he knows what her name is yet, so because that's calling her Bird or Birdie or anyway. Okay, well, again, I appreciate you watching my video, and I will be back soon with another one. And I think it's going to be a little bit before I can stream. Phoebe suggested that I learn a little bit more on about working on Windows 10, and doing things that I need there to be able to move, I guess, more rapidly between things and learn more about folders. And I understand where she's coming from, and I don't blame her a bit for suggesting that. I mean, it's been years since I've actually dealt with a physical computer. I mean, I've had laptops, which I haven't even been on in a few years, but I've been just mostly on my iPad or my phone. So, I mean, hopefully it won't be long, but I do think I need a little bit more practice in switching back and forth between programs and things. So I hope everyone understands and doesn't give up on me, because I am going, one way or another, I am going to be live streaming. But I don't want to send out a product that's not good. You know, I'm just barely making thumbnails, which I really appreciate Phoebe for. She's been a big help there. And, but, you know, I don't want to send out, um, you know, a product that's not very good. So, anyway, I won't keep you any longer. And thank you for listening to me about what has gone on in my world today. Just literally turned it upside down. And, you know, I don't know if this is really the correct format to do that on, but I just really needed to get it out there and just talk about it, I suppose. Anyway, thank you so much. And if you would, please comment, like, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to tap the bell notification button. And I will talk to everyone soon. I hope you're having a good night, evening, day, whatever it is in your time of the world. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you, and bye.